So, jetzt haben wir den offiziellen Start des Streams. Hollorö, willkommen bei Crosscode, respektive The German Guy. Schön, dass ihr da seid. Willkommen zurück beim Stream bei Jade Empire. Ich hoffe, es ist audiotechnisch alles in Ordnung. Mir ist gestern das Mikro umgefallen, aber ich hoffe einfach mal. Ihr könnt ja mal sagen, ob ich irgendwie anders klinge. Oder genauso gut wie immer. Erste Frage, Dopsy, was ist das für ein komisches Bild, was du hier gepostet hast auf unserem Discord? Sieht von der Grafik her ein bisschen aus wie die Grafik in Jade Empire, aber ich kann's nicht einordnen. Ist irgendwie irgendeine Person drauf, irgendeine Frau, dunkelhaarig, I don't know. Ja, schön, dass ihr da seid. Lang nicht gesehen und doch wiedererkannt, wie wir in Berlin sagen. Gestern haben wir uns gemeinsam den Terminator angeguckt, einen Stream, an dem ich bis zum Ende keine Arnold Schwarzenegger-Imitation habe verlautbaren lassen. Diese Limitation habe ich heute nicht. Das heißt, heute werden sämtliche Charaktere als Arnold Schwarzenegger gesprochen. Die wird bestimmt gegen Ende des Spiels relevant. I don't know. Wollen sie jetzt gegen Ende noch einen neuen Charakter einführen oder was? Das ist ein bisschen eigenartig. Ja. Wir haben das letzte Mal Tian's Landing abgeschlossen. Was auch der Abschnitt ist. Ich weiß nicht, kennt ihr das auch, wenn ihr Spiele zwar schon oft gespielt habt, aber wenn ihr sie neu beginnt, spielt ihr sie vielleicht nur bis zu einem bestimmten Punkt und dann lasst ihr es wieder sein. Ja, dieser Punkt ist das Ende von Tian's Landing für mich. Das heißt, wir kommen jetzt in die Hauptstadt, die Imperial City. Und ab diesem Abschnitt habe ich tatsächlich, glaube ich, nur ein einziges Mal, nämlich bei meinem kompletten Spieldurchlauf, ein einziges Mal gesehen. Das heißt, alles, was jetzt im Spiel kommt, habe ich nicht mehr sehr gut in Erinnerung. Tian's Landing noch so ziemlich gut. Ich hatte zwischendurch gestern 60 Viewer. Das ist fucking weird. Und das mit meiner Qualität an Mortal Kombat Gameplay. Die ist nicht gut. Ich könnte mir auch vorstellen, dass vielleicht daran lag auch, dass der Titel des Streams missverständlich war. Der war Englisch. Vielleicht waren da ein paar englischsprachige Zuschauer dabei. I don't know, ist mir erst im Nachhinein aufgefallen, war natürlich nicht meine Absicht, irgendjemanden hinters Licht zu führen. I have no memory of this place. Man nennt mich auch Leo der Weiße. Aber zusammen mit, also der Weiße und dann so German Guy und so, irgendwann kriegt das, jetzt auch noch die kurzen Haare, irgendwann kriegt das Implikationen, die nicht gut sind. Jemand hat woanders einen Raid eingeleitet. Wer war das? Aber das ist komisch. Ich habe gar keine. Normalerweise bei Raids kriege ich eine Audiobenachrichtigung. Ich habe eigentlich ein Audiosignal für Raids. Don't know. War vielleicht kein offizieller Twitch-Raid, ne? War einfach nur so, hey Leute, lasst mal da hingehen. Ja, hätte ich mir fast gewünscht, dass das vielleicht bei einem anderen Projekt passiert als bei Mortal Kombat. Bei Mortal Kombat streue ich immer nur so zwischendurch ein. Und wie ich gestern schon mal erwähnt habe, ich habe manchmal den Eindruck, ich bin der Einzige hier im Stream, den das Spiel wirklich interessiert. Aber, oh well. Ah. Ja. Ja. Miau, miau, miau. Ich weiß schon. Hab's mir auch angeguckt. Ich freue mich für die beiden, dass es vorbei ist. Aber ist es wirklich vorbei? Mein Teddy und ich Cliffhanger am Ende? Na, wer weiß, ob da noch was kommt. Ich weiß es, aber. Ja. 150 japanische Folgen to go! Und vor allem ist da die Serie nicht abgeschlossen, ne? Katz Mario Show läuft immer noch auf Japanisch. Und dann müssen sie auch noch Japanisch lernen, damit sie das alles verstehen. Das ist erstmal weird. Hallo Jan Weide. Du warst gestern auch schon da, aber ich habe dich nur so im Augenwinkel mitgekriegt, weil du weißt, wie das bei Mortal Kombat Gameplay ist, ne? Man hat immer nicht so viel Zeit, auf den Chat einzugehen.
Kalter Hund und Cheesecake.
Oh, ich hab die beste Freundin. Sie hat vorhin kurz das Haus verlassen. Ich habe im Spaß gesagt, bring mir was mit und sie kommt zurück mit kaltem Hund und Cheesecake.
Was gibt es Schöneres an einem Sonntagnachmittag? Mit Blick
Watashi wa Teddy des. Anna-san. Ah, Jan Weide, Johannes Weindecker, alles klar. Dann willkommen zurück. Ja, aber in dem Szenario war jetzt nicht gerade, ich habe ja nicht damit angegeben, dass ich eine Freundin habe. Ich habe damit angegeben, dass ich eine Freundin habe, die mir kalten Hund und Cheesecake bringt und jetzt gerade die Bude randaliert. Ihr Handy durch die Gegend schmeißt. So, lass uns anfangen. Master Lee findet sich nicht von allein. Wir haben übrigens das letzte Mal auch Sky gefunden. Sky ist die zweite der Romance-Optionen. Eine steht noch aus. Ich glaube auch Sky ist auch derjenige, den sowohl Männer als auch Frauen bezirzen können.
In the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional paths. But this band of folks is by far the most exotic.
Alter, hast du uns gerade Freakshow genannt? Und warum guckst du mich nicht
You looked
an?
at me as you said that. What are you trying to say, Sky?
Wer ist das? Ah, okay.
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say, Wildflower or Zoo.
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves, that they don't always look like what they really are.
Der Führer sagt, jetzt kommt der letzte Winter. Sky ist, glaube ich, die Gay-Romance-Option, ja. Also Sky kann sowohl Frauen als auch Männer, glaube ich, von denen geromanced werden. Und dann gibt es noch eine... So, we can assume Sky is hiding the part that doesn't ram its foot into its mouth. We all have hidden demons, but not literally. Your nature is odd. Yes, and Dawnstar does have strange abilities. Dawnstar's a freak.
I certainly hope that part's in there somewhere.
Look, I didn't mean to say... Anyway, I meant no offense to anyone. And I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, er klingt wie eine moderne Firma, die sich für ein Social Media Fauxpas entschuldigt. We didn't mean to offend anyone, and that's that.
Something's on your mind?
Look up to me. Do you have a minute to talk?
Of course. I was just thinking about things. Gal richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen.
And how does it make you feel? Does it make you think of your mother?
I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor.
I don't really feel like talking
All
about
right.
this. Wie gesagt, nicht der größte Fan von BioWare-Romanzen ganz allgemein.
Prosperous tidings. What can Humble Ho do to assist you today?
A humble hoe.
As
Miss Cleo. Ja, also ich würde euch vorschlagen, einfach, wenn ihr Interesse an Jade Empire, mehr Interesse an den NPCs habt und an den Romance-Optionen und so, spielt es einfach selbst. Wir können hier sowieso nicht alles sehen und ich persönlich mag BioWare-Romanzen halt einfach nicht. Ich finde, die in Jade Empire ist noch ganz nett understated, so im Vergleich zu dem, was später kommt bei BioWare. Und deswegen, weil sie so non-invasiv ist, geht es mir nicht allzu sehr auf den Zeiger.
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight.
We have what we need. Let's go to the Imperial City.
Good, good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
Stellt euch mal vor, die würden ein modernes Jade Empire machen. Und diesmal wären die Shoot-'em-up-Passagen so richtig Star Fox 3D-mäßig. So richtige kleine Rail-Flugsimulatoren-Level. Ist irgendwie auch cool. Wobei Shoot-'em-up auch was hat. Oh nein, der Ozean endet einfach an der Seite. Ja, sporadische Fragmente und Erinnerungen an die Hauptstadt kommen zurück.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus assassins are getting impatient.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions. Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Wie können wir das hören?
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south. Here, what about this one? At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
Das ist also das Kriterium.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
Of course, I'm Monk Sang, a simple traveler.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently. You bear a resemblance to someone we are looking for.
He's an Asian man of average
I
height.
don't know. Shaved head, stern features, monk attire. It's not enough to be sure.
We could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question him.
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
Danke für diesen subtilen Hinweis. Ich frage mich, ob das Silk Fox sein könnte.
Questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this man is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tian's Landing. I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact on the Imperial City.
Ihre Haarsträhnen, die runterhängen, sind nicht hundertprozentig gelungen. An interesting guys. By what name should I refer to you?
No guys, I assure you. You have the honor of addressing Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily. It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence.
Of course. Forgive me, Princess.
Somehow I did not expect you to kowtow so quickly. Or maybe I just hoped you wouldn't. I get so tired of fawning servants. That is why I often travel without official escort, and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules of the court. You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise.
What information do you have for me?
Not here. I trust my personal assistants to keep their tongues, but this matter is best discussed in private. will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
A rendezvous with the prince is such a scandal. I have many questions for you.
I have no doubt. I have questions for you as well. Hopefully, we will both be able to find the answers we need. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
Dawnstar sieht nicht aus wie Mila Kunis.
To award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
Aha. Resonating Crystal. Chapter 3, wherein the Imperial City is revealed. Silk Fox reveals her station, and the Lotus Assassins are infiltrated. The marvelous dragonfly bears you away from Tian's Landing toward the Imperial City. The fall of Gao the Greater and Assassin Lim will have far-reaching consequences, and your enemy will not let your actions go unanswered. Terrible forces gather ahead, and as you draw close, they will leave their mark as surely as you have left yours. Interessant. Ich mag die Musik.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself. There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts of merchants and traffic. If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and luxurious place. The Golden Way is connected to both the Scholar's Garden at its far end and the necropolis, though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason. If you were wise, you would not look for the Lotus Assassins. They keep their secrets close, and even spreading rumors can catch their attention.
I brought this up. I'm the one taking the risk here.
I'm a fool for even starting this conversation, but I will give you some guidance. There are rumors of a secret entrance into a fortress the Lotus Assassins call their own. The entrance may be in the necropolis, which is off the Golden Way. If you're smart, you'll go no closer to that place than this question. Just over there is the Imperial Arena, where you can test your skills in the finest competition in the land.
Immer wenn ich in so einem Spiel höre Arena, denke ich,
Out by the waterway, you can find the city gates and all manner of merchants hawking their wares. There's also a path off the market district that leads up to the Black Leopard School, home to an ancient order that studies the ways of combat. The Scholar's Garden is a wonder to behold. It is decorated with rocks taken from the Valley of Sprightly Stone.
No, not rocks!
The finest minds in the Empire congregate in the garden. If you have a taste for history, the necropolis is accessible from the Golden Way as well. A city of the dead, the necropolis is filled with tombs of rich and poor alike. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? I know many people in the city, but it is impossible to know everyone. Who do you see?
How would I speak with Death's Hand?
Speak with... Are you mad? No one simply speaks with Death's Hand. He is the commander of the Imperial Army and the Emperor's most trusted servant.
That wasn't my question.
No, you do not speak with Death's Hand, and even presuming that you are worthy of that honor is considered treason.
Jeez.
I know you're new to the Imperial City, but the Lotus Assassins are everywhere. They do not tolerate treason or sedition, and casual questions can be viewed as such. A pleasure to be of service.
I hope my daughter will grow to
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report any
Ich frage mich, wer das sein könnte.
Keep an eye out for a strange-looking man in priestly robes. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Well, all these years together, and I never suspected you were the scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny.
Entschuldigung, aber quatschst du oft Fremde auf der Straße an?
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
Ich mag das, wie sie dann die Exploits...
Associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
Sowas ist immer ganz süß. Wenn ich andere Entscheidungen getroffen hätte, dann würde sie jetzt natürlich andere Sachen sagen.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
Hold it right there, criminal scum! I might be, for the right price.
If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
What criminals do you need help with?
Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested?
Yeah, I gathered that.
Well-paying work?
Zum dritten Mal, ja.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
I see no problem hunting down criminals, so long as we don't draw too much attention to ourselves.
Nobody asked you.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
I'm too good for standard rates. Offer me something better.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
If everyone else bargains, you must have extra silver set aside for me too.
Crafty. Well, since you've seen to the heart of the matter, I'll accept your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry accordingly.
Aaron, ein Conman ist ein Trickbetrüger. Confidence Man oder Conman deshalb, weil er dich in sein Vertrauen zieht und dich dann reinlegt, um dir Geld abzuknöpfen. Conman, noch nie gehört? At that price, I'm happy to help.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukon. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukon has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukon bilked. She's in the Imperial arena. Fading Moon is an arsonist.
Das hast du jetzt schon dreimal gesagt.
Were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
Er hat was? Ah, verdammt. Er hat was? Das, Es gibt so Sachen. Egal, vergesst es. Sagen wir so, in 2 oder 3 Wochen wäre, er hat was? Ein bisschen lustiger, als es jetzt noch ist. Vielleicht ist in der Zwischenzeit eine Aufnahme passiert, in der das vorkommt. Das ist so ein bisschen wie Jana und? Okay, I see the scene of
The
the
gates
crime.
between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash. Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there. She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have.
Nicht in Dr. Decker. Was anderem.
What? I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous Southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony and causing countless deaths. Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to deal with this traitor personally. I don't envy anyone who has attracted that kind of attention.
I wonder if we're being told the whole story. Could this criminal be justified in their actions?
There is no such thing. If the Lotus Assassins have identified a treasonous criminal, you can be assured that person is guilty of something. Or will be soon.
Ja, Bryce immer um Mitternacht. Sag, warte du!
Right you are.
I should go. Ah, man kann zu Fuß zu Tien's Landing zurück. What? What? Wieso kann man zu Fuß nach Tien's Landing zurück? Ach, wir haben...
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee.
Look at this place.
My uncle saw a ghost while traveling in the south.
I heard that monsters are coming back. Today is the day of the great festival. Sorry, ich spreche kein Kauderwelsch. Bist du ein Pekinese? Oh Gott! Der Pekinese kann mir dabei helfen, das Game zu breaken. Gott, beste Mod. Beste Mod. Ja, dann werden alle nackt und fotografiert.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
Maybe you can help me with a major thing, soldier. You'll only help me with minor things?
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost. I'm afraid not. I'm on duty, and it's imperative that I remain focused on what few tasks I'm still deemed capable of performing. A fellow
Oh ja,
guard
stimmt, wir hatten ja den
paused
Fokus-Bug.
idle chit-chat with
Oder was auch
Luna.
immer es ist.
She went to the Lotus Assassins with the story of his inattentiveness. Next thing you know, he's arrested for threatening the security of the Empire with his lax ways. I don't know what happened to him, but I don't want to share his fate. Be about your business.
Guide to the Imperial City. Welcome, dear traveler, to the illustrious Imperial City, the heart of civilization in the world and seat of power for the Jade Empire. In this fine city, the wonders of the modern age are plain for all to see. Walk down the expansive boulevards, shop at the many fine booths and stores, and see how the most advanced and civilized people in the world live. You will be awed and amazed by the sights of the city. Explore the Imperial City for the experience of a lifetime. Ich bin immer vorsichtig bei Leuten, die versuchen, sich von anderen Leuten abzugrenzen, dadurch, wie zivilisiert sie sind. Oh. Ja, das ist ein bekannter Bug, den Jade Empire manchmal hat. Und bei dem bringt leider nichts anderes was als Neuladen. Soweit ich weiß. Allerdings nicht das neu laden, sondern... Ach Gott, das vor 12 Minuten? Really? You're fucking kidding me? Na gut, ich glaube, wir brauchen die ganzen Gespräche zwischendurch nicht. Vor 13 Minuten her.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
Greet.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins.
Look at this place. So many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
Ja.
I'm not scared of the Lotus Assassins, but I still wouldn't want to talk to one.
Schon jetzt lebendiger als sämtliche Bethesda-Städte. Sad, but true.
Hold on there. This way leads into the Necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the Necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the Necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out. Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else. Captain Sen has you collecting heads for him, does he? Good for you. A woman did make her way into the Necropolis some time ago. She seemed a bit wild around the eyes and ignored me when I tried to warn her. She certainly hasn't left, so if it was this fading moon, you should still be able to find her in there. I'll make sure she doesn't slip out behind you. Stay away.
Wir haben da gerade drüber geredet. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir jetzt schon in die Nekropolis gehen sollen, aber ich wüsste auch nicht, warum nicht. Wir probieren es einfach mal. Ja, verstehe ich gut, Alucard. Geht mir nicht vollkommen anders. Insofern ist es vielleicht ganz gut, wenn wir jetzt mal schnell einen kleinen Action-Part dazwischen haben.
Legendary strike.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you. But you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having.
Klingt sehr
My
vertrauenserweckend.
name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest.
Ich habe doch gar nicht mit dem Schwert gekämpft. Dobsi, was hast du denn?
I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. But there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we?
Ich mochte den Geist, der gerade casual hinter Dawnstar, oder wie auch immer die heißt, so, da, so die hier.
Trouble? Well, they've always been trouble. Every few years, one would act up and we'd have to have some
Guten Appetit.
monks come by and put them down. But now they're coming up all over the place. The last few years they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, So... Great. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good... There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore.
Ich habe noch nie irgendwo in Fiction einen Grabräuber erlebt, der nicht den Satz "They don't need that anymore" gesagt hätte. Ich glaube, die einzige Grabräuberin, die das hier nicht gesagt hat, ist in Darkest Dungeon. Und das liegt daran, dass die Charaktere in Darkest Dungeon ziemlich wenig reden. Aber ansonsten immer genau diese Antwort.
Ah, Miss Chan. A tragedy, really, and one that happens all too often. It's always the pretty ones who go.
Ich meine, wenn sie hässlich gewesen wäre, wäre ihr Tod völlig in Ordnung.
And the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently, looking for revenge on me. She seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. Every time I go near, she tries to kill me. That's valuable retail space over there.
Darkest Dungeon, ja, sollten wir mal wieder spielen. Ich müsste vorher vielleicht mal ein paar Sachen vorbereiten.
Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there, I'm sure. You can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember what its name was. But it was short, I know that. Definitely less than 3 words. But... sorry, that's really all I remember. Anything else you... Ah, that one. He's mad, I tell you. Mad with fear, though, of what I have no idea. You'd think he'd be grateful considering what's gone on here. He was murdered in an alleyway. Happens a lot in the poor.
You would think he'd be grateful for that.
Eventually caught his murderers and they were beheaded. I know. I put them in the ground myself, dead as can be. You'd think he'd be grateful with them dead and gone, but up he comes the very next day, screaming his head off. He's driving the customers away. Well, see if you can't do something about him quick. I'm too spooked to go in that area anymore. I need those plots to honor some ancestors.
Ich weiß nicht mal, was die Implikation hier ist, aber es kann nichts Gutes sein.
He was buried by his wife a short while ago. I don't know what killed him.
Well, he had a wife, so I would guess she killed him.
But his face was bloated like you wouldn't believe. His wife's still around, though. She won't visit since he came up. Every time she gets near, he starts screaming incoherently, and he's out of it for days. Nothing near him is safe. His wife, she's still around in town, I think. She lives down in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Why would you want to see her, though? She's already buried him. Digging through the ashes, is that it? Good luck. She's still hung up on him. Anything... is...
Okay, that no crap.
If you need to find me...
Endlich mal wieder Star Points. Wie viele haben wir eigentlich gerade? 3. Long life breeds a great happiness. Died young.
I'll have her! That cheating, lying sow! Sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this! Putting me in the dirt! Ren Fang, if I ever get my claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse!
You must be the Mr. Ran I've heard about.
You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob my grave.
I don't know anything. Tell me.
I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided
Called
she'd
it.
be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her...
You should learn to let the past go.
How can I let the past go when my very reason for existing in this world still is her? She was everything to me in life, and is so in death as well.
Could I find your wife for you?
Find her. Bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw the last agonizing breaths from her body, and you will have my eternal gratitude. Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the...
Ja, ja. Das haben wir schon mal gehört. May the dragons in heaven watch over this one. Well, that was great. Wow, hab ich mich erschreckt. Jesus. Jesus. Perspektive tut mir auch gerade keinen Gefallen, du. Verdammt, wir haben mittlerweile so viel Chi, dass Dawnstar's Regeneration nur noch einen sehr kleinen Teil ausmacht. Vielleicht sollten wir darüber nachdenken, statt Dawnstar jemand anderen mitzunehmen.
You. What do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for merchant buy. You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help. I was a merchant.
Hello, Alexan.
Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seat Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me.
What did you do?
When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad. Yes, yes. If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
Ich meine, Kaufmann Bay war vorher ein Kaufmann, ist dann gestorben und zum Geist geworden.
Where is my baby? Where is my baby? Please, where is he? Where has Shen taken him? Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby! That monster Shen has taken him from me. He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me, ripped him from my arms and carried him away. Please find my baby. Bring him back to me. Let me know how he's doing. Please. You have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him from me. Kill him.
Oh Mann,
Torture him,
das klingt wie
whatever
Justin
you
Bieber.
need.
Baby,
Just find my
baby, baby.
No. No! I can't. I refuse to believe it. My darling, precious little boy. He can't be dead. Not now. Not like this. He must be out there. I must see him with my own eyes.
Your eyes are not there anymore.
I can't believe anything you say. Words lie. People lie. I must see him with my own eyes. If your lies are true, then Shen,
If your lies are
that
true.
monster would have buried him here. All my family is here. But I don't know these names. I don't know my baby's name.
family would have named him after I passed beyond. Shen must know, or there must... He was my darling child.
Okay, wir wissen von dem Kind, dass es ein Sohn ist und dass der Name weniger als 3 Worte beinhaltet.
I don't remember what it was. So much of the past is unclear to me now. I remember there was an aunt, an uncle, or was it his
Okay.
father?
Ihr Name ist Chan, es gibt noch einen Verwandten.
Every time I try to grasp it, it slips away.
You gaze upon the Chan family plot. There are 4 tombstones here. Chan Han, Chan Li, Chan Ding Chang, and Chan Tuo. Chan Han, loving mother devoted to her 3 children. Chan Li, a boy named in honor of the glorious strategist. Chan Ding Chang, founding father of the resplendent sun. Chan Tuo, named in honor of his uncle Tuo De. Okay. Tuo De. Das sollten wir uns merken, das diese Information könnte uns noch nützlich sein. Jesus, wie wenig Chi-Regeneration Monster auslöst, ist schon... You cannot defeat my spirit, spirit! Also am Anfang fand ich das ja noch ganz lustig, wenn ihr diese Sache mit den Geisterpiraten und Piratengeistern gesagt habt, aber mittlerweile geht es echt auf den Zeiger, oder?
No, no, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much to bear. But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there? Work, damn you, work! Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not yet.
I'm Mong Zhang and I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
I just said that.
I'm sorry, I just panicked. I thought you were some spirit here for revenge.
Revenge for what?
Ah, well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not fully at peace.
Ich bin der örtliche Leichenschänder. What are you doing here?
I am conducting my research. I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body and the energies that drive it. But lately, I have come on hard times.
Yes, lately I have come on hard times.
Has fallen ill, and nothing in my previous training could help me with what ails her. Her liver has been
Und ich den Stream, Dopsy, und ich den Stream.
corrupted by some energy I have never encountered before.
Some
I
energy?
don't know what it is, but it has prevented her liver from functioning. Now her body no longer responds. I fear she is dying. I could not stand the possibility of her loss, so I took matters into my own
Bis gleich,
hands.
Miss Cleo.
I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the creatures that live beyond death. I believe I have found a way to save my daughter, but I have not been successful in my efforts.
What do you have to do?
I have found a way to strengthen, no, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another.
Through the energies of the earth and by the divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can be given a new life. But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old, too dead. Their organs are rotted beyond repair, even the ones recently buried. I need something else, something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one that is fresh. Her time is drawing near. If I cannot get a new organ for her soon, I fear it may be too late.
That's sick! Ich nehme an, Monk sagt mal das im positiven Sinn. That's sick, bruh! Ugh. You want me to find you a liver?
I need a liver that has been perfectly preserved. Even a short time after death, the flesh begins to decay. Only a few rare bodies are truly well preserved. I have tried all the organs I could find, but none work. A nobleman here, Jizin, had his body preserved well enough and buried in this graveyard, but his corpse has moved. Thank you. The nobleman was buried in one of the larger tower tombs closer to the entrance. I tried to enter, but his corpse had risen, covered in the protective wrappings he was buried in. I would not have survived. Please, get the liver from him quickly.
The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 2. One encounter brought vividly to mind was deep in a mine along the ridges near the land of howling spirits. I was searching for a spirit I had seen the previous day, a spirit of moss and fungus that dwelt in this abandoned mine. Years earlier, the mines were so prosperous that several communities depended on them for their livelihood. But collapses, fires, and unexplained disappearances in the mines led people to become more and more fearful of them. A local monk ventured in one night after hearing a disturbance, and he was never seen again. Thereafter, miners repeatedly reported hearing screams in the deepest tunnels in the voice of that young monk. Jesus Christ. Guckt euch an, wie wenig Chi Donster mir gibt. Das ist unglaublich. What the fuck?
Kukun Asu.
They tried to take from me, and they died. I feasted on their souls. Such is the evil I was in life, and am again in death. The underworld has no place for me. Ji-Sin lives.
Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass das nicht Ji-Zin ausgesprochen werden würde, sondern Ji-Chin. Aber, naja. Who are you?
I am evil incarnate. A man so vicious and vile that the spirits deemed me unfit to pass into death and cursed me into this wretched form. Ji-Sin lives indeed. Now I feed on the flesh and souls of the living in payment for my vanity. My perfect body is a testament to my crimes. My very touch spreads my corruption.
You have a chance to repent for your sins.
A chance to repent? Can it be that after all this time, after years of living death, I am given this one chance to make something right? What is this chance you speak of, mortal? What is this false hope you dangle before me?
I need your liver to save a young girl.
A girl? After so long, a girl? But I'm a vile and corrupt being, forever damned by the life I led, set here in this wretched form to walk forever.
If one is willing, there's always the chance for redemption.
Redemption? For one such as me? I think not. My life was spent in greed and vanity and corruption. Even in death, I sought to preserve my perfect form. For one whose madness and evil progress even into death? No, there is no hope for me. None at all. And you stand here mocking me for it?
If you save her life, you may be redeemed.
Ah, the temptation. Yes. So much logic, so much philosophy. But who knows what the heavens will truly decide in the end? But for the chance, and it is a girl, so young, I can taste her pain and suffering lingering about you, so like my own. The blood is thick in my veins, a solid mass where fluid used to flow, now dried and brittle. But the heart still stirs, and it can be moved, though tears no longer flow. My life has been wasted on my own sins, and in death, I have nothing except them. This young thing, this girl, she still deserves life. If my end means this girl lives, then may the heavens look kindly upon me, even though I know they won't. If damnation is my fate, then let it be worth something in the end. Take what you need, mortal.
Oh nein, er hat sich mitsamt seiner Leber aufgelöst. Preserved Liver. Mitsamt seiner Leber aufgelöst. What shall we do now? Ihr habt ja alles geplündert? Ihr Schweinchen. Er grillt die Leber jetzt einfach. So, ich will mal gucken, wie hoch die Lebensregeneration... Warte. Ja, doch. Ja. Lebensregeneration ist. War er hier?
It can't be done. It's a perfectly... No! Have you...
I have a preserved liver.
You do? Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. It looks like it's been preserved well enough. I am amazed that you managed to get this intact. Now I must begin quickly. Her life energy is fading fast.
Ach was, das ist sie da auf dem Boden? Okay, ich dachte, das wäre eine der Leichen, die er durchsucht hat. Aber nein, er hat seine leberkranke Tochter mit auf den Friedhof gebracht und führt hier an Ort und Stelle die Organtransplantation durch.
It looks like the operation is working.
How?
She should be safe now. Her breathing
Will
has
she?
slowed and her heart rate is returning to normal levels.
Direkt nach einer Operation hier. Ach, wie auch immer.
Stand on her own again. But I'm certain she will make it. Not here, though. Not in this place of death. Thank you, stranger, for what you have done for me. As I promised, I will give you all that I have left. Everything else was spent in pursuit of this dream. I must take her to a place where she can heal, You have my eternal gratitude for what you have done.
Thank you for what you have done. I have been redeemed in my own eyes and in the eyes of heaven. Peace indeed can come to any soul.
The Inner Glow. Achso, vielleicht ist das eine... Ja, hier. While you are not in combat, your health, chi and focus will regenerate all by themselves. Geil! Oh Gott! Ich habe gerade gesehen, wie sich das bewegt hat. Okay, ich meine, besser als nichts, I guess, aber... Jeez Louise. Das ist die langsamste Regeneration, die ich, glaube ich, in dem Spiel hier gesehen habe. Stimmt nicht ganz, aber... Wie gesagt, besser als nichts. Ich beschwere mich nicht drüber, aber... The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 3. The folk tales surrounding the disappearance of the monk did not disturb me. The mines had been inactive for a century or more, and the surrounding villages had long since decayed. Any spirit that fed upon humans or human emotion or pain would have left in search of easier prey. Or so I had thought. As I searched for the moss spirit that had brought me to the depths of that mine, I began to wonder if the legends were true after all. If the spirit, or whatever it was, had driven away the miners, if the spirit or whatever it was that had driven away the miners could reside there still. So, in my mind, I began to hear the whispers in the dark and the screams and cries of those who lost their lives ages ago. Jesus, musste das jetzt nochmal sein? Die Lebensregeneration von Wildflower oder Chiha ist besser als die Chi-Regeneration von Dawnstar. Aber Chi ist natürlich insgesamt nützlicher einfach. Bones. Das war nicht mal in die Nähe von dem Ding gekickt. Ich kann auch einfach mal einen Begleiter aktiv dabei haben. Und einfach hoffen, dass die Kämpfe so ein bisschen schneller vorangehen.
There is something here. Some evil thing has happened here. It beats on my mind and the Guardian, he can't hold it back.
You can't stop me from being here.
I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you.
You must be the other.
I am Yazen, the other of whom Taika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body, but this place is different. The evil around me has given me strength, for now at least, and has opened potential doors. I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian.
What about the girl?
Bah, who cares about her? She's just another insect. This is about what I can offer you when the time comes. What? No! Taika! You won't make me go! No!
You stay below, Yarchin. You won't harm this girl or this world. And you, Spirit Monk, avoid him. For the sake of this girl, don't let him out.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright. What do you...
Kann man hier gar nicht rein? Oder erst später vielleicht? Die Tür ist momentan nicht interactable. Oder ist sie es aber nur aus einem bestimmten Winkel oder sowas? Manchmal gibt es ja bei Spielen solche Eigenheiten. Aber offenbar läuft die Regeneration auch während des Kampfes, weil ich hatte Fokus verloren und jetzt ist, also nicht außerhalb des Kampfes, auch innerhalb von Dialogen. Ich hatte Fokus verloren direkt vor dem Dialog und jetzt habe ich wieder vollen Fokus, also... Oh, bitte nicht so viel Schaden machen. Jesus. Probier mal Black Whirlwind, vielleicht macht der mehr Schaden.
Time to bloody my axes.
Also, was meinte Shen? Shen meinte, er ist in dem Haus. Aber ich weiß nicht, was für ein Haus er überhaupt meinte. Wahrscheinlich das hier. Ja.
Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing.
Aber erst Loot und Plunder. Oh, nee. So, okay.
This is your end!
Iron Palm, okay. Ja, alle Begleiter können Können Geister verletzen, auch die Waffen von Black Roland. Es ergibt nicht wirklich Sinn, aber... I'm burning.
It's dead then? Heh, good. I knew that old bag would try to come back for me someday. But she wouldn't have guessed I'd have someone like you on my side.
You knew that ghost?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me. And now, she tried to keep at me even in death.
Ich muss gleich mal kurz unterbrechen. Muss wieder was fragen.
Deserved. Do you hear me? You deserved it. But any good job deserves a reward, of course. Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave.
Also in 20 bis 30 Minuten will Julia das Haus verlassen, das heißt, wir machen dann eine kleine Pause. Und bis dahin gehen wir erstmal weiter. What a nice home life you must have.
It comes and it goes. No use being a stiff, right? Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good day's work done with them still around.
The Mournful Soul. Okay.
The grave...
Ist irgendwie eigentlich noch links oder rechts weiter? Oder? Nee. Nee. Vielleicht gehen wir erstmal zurück in die Stadt und kümmern uns um die Frau von Mr. Wren.
Legendary strike.
Ich glaube, es war in dem Spiel so, je niedriger eine der 3 Ressourcen ist, umso höher ist die Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass man so ein Power-Up findet. Ich glaube, es war so. Ah, Jesus. So, die beiden leben in der Nähe der Black Leopards, wenn ich mir das richtig gemerkt habe. Und die ist im Market District. Aber ich weiß nicht mehr wo. Wir müssen kurz suchen. The History of Flight, Volume 4. Sometime after scholar Shu Wen and his prototype flight disappeared, an apprentice from the Imperial City discovered the scholar's cryptic notes, detailing the use of the inscrutable power source. The apprentice showed the information to his master, General Sung Tao. Sung Tao was an engineer before he joined the army, and he recognized the potential of the scholar's work. he convinced Emperor Sun Siwen to found a project to develop a flyer for use in the army. The Emperor agreed readily, and after several months of trying, the first true flyer was created. Within a year, the skies near the Imperial Palace were filled with flyers. Though the safety of the new flyers was questionable, it didn't take long for others to adopt and improve upon the design. Entschuldigt mich, Bürger, während ich eure Vasen zertrete. Oh, die Theaterstück-Quest, die hatte ich vergessen. Aber die ist hier irgendwo, du hast recht.
She can live a full and healthy life now, one a father can be proud of. I thank you once more.
But now she needs kidneys. Do you have any?
And give you a fate to be proud of.
Yes, and a girl worth fighting for.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students.
So sieht's auch aus, wenn einem Snoop Dogg die Tür öffnet.
I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days. Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not. Best not to get involved. Here you go.
Ah, Dragon's Sword ist ein Upgrade für unser Schwert. Macht dann 25% mehr Schaden. Und da unser Schwert fucking gecheatet ist, Flawless ist ein Upgrade für den Stab, den wir bislang selten benutzen. Ah, das ist Upgrade für den Speer. Einfach nur Fokus plus 5 nehmen wir. Das brauchen wir für irgendeine Quest, glaube ich. Ich nehme es einfach mal mit. Style Points kriegen wir mehr als genug. Das Schwert-Upgrade könnte es wert sein, aber auf der anderen Seite überlege ich mir, ob ich mir das lieber von einem der Pekinesen, die hier rumrennen, hole.
Good days. If you find...
Wo geht's hier lang? Ach, das ist die Black Leopard School, okay. Da können wir dann auch gleich vorbeischauen, aber erstmal suchen wir immer noch nach der Frau, die...
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some bun.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, now move.
But my Anaconda want none.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting cock sometimes.
And his cock? Ah, let's not start there.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my strutting at one time, old woman.
Shush now. You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you...
Hat sie das falsche Modell? Sie sieht nicht alt aus.
We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
So, you want me to bite into your buns? Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Talk. That's all people want to do. I don't get paid to talk. I sell buns. That's what I do.
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is when you're eating one of my buns. Now be polite and answer some questions.
Why you two? What are you doing here?
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
War das ein Versuch,
Junda,
sarkastisch zu sein?
try to be civil, just this once. This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells. There is much to tell about the city, but we do need to sell the buns while they're fresh. Perhaps you could be more specific?
Where can I buy buns? Ja, ich glaube, das haben wir jetzt alles.
Yes, more questions. Are you sure I couldn't interest you in a bun? They're nice and fresh, or at least they were when we started talking.
Tell me what you know about Death's Hand.
Death's Hand? Now, there's a name you don't hear often. I'm just a simple bun seller, but even I know enough to be careful who I utter that name around.
For once we agree, husband. Death's Hand is a walking nightmare. It is said that if you see him coming, then it's already too late. But enough of wives' tales. Just be careful who you mention that name to, unless you wish to draw bad attention to yourself.
I'm searching for Master Lee. Have you heard of him?
If he hasn't bought a bun from me, I likely don't know him. Come to think of it, if he hasn't bought a bun from me, I don't want to know him.
Junda, you withered old coconut. What's your
Coconut?
problem? There's more to life.
Leute im Jade Empire wissen, was eine Kokosnuss ist? Okay. Von mir
I'm
aus.
sorry to say I haven't heard of your friend either, and I'm not sure what you mean by master. Try the Scholar's Garden. The people there might know your friend.
Ich weiß nicht, ob es irgendeinen Sinn dahinter gibt, mich mit den beiden zu unterhalten, ehrlich gesagt.
Go then.
Don't mind him. He just takes a while to get used.
So, eigentlich... suche ich ja nach der Frau von Mr. Ran. Mein Kung Fu ist stärker als eure Vasen. Ranfang.
Yes. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, you could not murder me after you married me. Forgive the interruption, but are you Ranfang?
Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name? Have we met?
Vielleicht, ja. Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt nicht, ob es in Asien Kokosnüsse gibt. Bestimmt. Vielleicht. Nur, also das Jade Empire ist ja nicht exakt Asien. Ist halt eine Fantasy-Welt. Das heißt, es könnte sein, dass es dort Kokosnüsse gibt. Vielleicht aber auch nicht. Aber wenn es Kokosnüsse gibt, ist halt die Frage, wie lange eine europäische oder respektive afrikanische Schwalbe braucht, um sie zu transportieren. Tell me about how your husband died.
It should never have happened. I was preparing dinner for him, as I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared. It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry, and I'm so ashamed.
Wow. Then you did kill him. That's not your fault.
Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is that his spirit cannot rest. I have tried to visit his grave, but his madness knows no bounds. He seeks to drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me.
You have that right. I think that's a fair guess. Why don't you explain it to him?
He never listens to me. He doesn't give me a chance, but maybe if you were there with me, could you be there with me? If you believe me, he might listen. Yes, if we went together, he might listen. Can we go now then, to see him?
Yeah, sure.
You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy?
Bin gleich wieder bei euch. Lass mal gerade einen Dialog laufen.
Satisfying to you?
Was ist denn Ich könnte es mit Charme versuchen, schätze ich.
How can you be so certain? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Because he believes me. He has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your wish, just so I could be with you again.
Feng, you really do care. In all this time, my cursing...
But I still want to kill you, Fang. Now kiss. Yes, you're both wrong. Now maybe it's time to reward the person who pointed it out.
You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you...
Now I want to take revenge on the salmon. Kill all the salmon in the land, monk.
I forgive you, Feng.
Thank you for what you have done, for both of us. In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
Jetzt löst sie sich auch auf. 60 XP? 60? Das ist nicht viel. Ich möchte trotzdem wissen, was es jetzt mit dem toten Kind auf sich hat. Was ich tun muss. Hier kommen die Geister. Nein, diesmal nicht. Was ich tun muss, damit das Kind ruhen kann. So, hier konnten wir nicht hoch. Also nicht rein. Was auf mich immer noch sehr komisch wirkt, weil es sieht so wichtig aus. Aber vielleicht ist das einfach in der Hauptstory. Vielleicht müssen wir dann im Zuge der Main Story hier hin. Ah, don't do that! Kann irgendeiner der Jade Empire Veteranen mir was sagen oder mir helfen oder sowas? Weil ich wirklich nicht mehr weiß, woran wir sind. Hier. Kommst. Tomb of the Masses? War es hier?
Ah, look who has come to see us. A mortal, then? Shall we feast, brother?
Yes, I want to hear his screams as I tear the skin from his bones.
You do? Superior Charm Gem, okay. Noch eine Falle. Wobei mir auch auffällt, so bin ich hier nicht eigentlich hingegangen, weil, oh, Jesus Christ, wirklich? Shit. So bin ich nicht eigentlich hingegangen, weil hier diese Brandstifterin unterwegs ist? Angeblich? So, jetzt hast du kein Mana mehr, aber du castest trotzdem. Ist doch nicht wahr. Jesus fucking Christ.
Thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit. Here, let me show you this.
Oh Gott, was sagst du mir?
Something Shen hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
Ich mag, wie es immer noch das, Drop-Geräusch gibt. Wenn die Geister sich auflösen. Apropos Geister, das sieht mir ja schon wieder aus, als ob hier gleich der nächste Kampf kommt. Das könnte unsere Brandstifterin sein. Was meint ihr? Ist sie's? Interessant, dass sie so ein einzigartiges Design hat. You're the arsonist? I never would have guessed. It's always harder when they're insane, I'll wager.
None of us are alive anymore. Not until the lights dance with us. We'll scream like those maggot people, leeching off the Empire until they burn.
Legendary strike, longsword.
Cheat Schwert, Flieg und Sieg. Gem of Pure Flame. The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 4. It is said in the journals of lost monks of the Jinchi sect that there are spirits of every desire. By summoning that desire within themselves, men can commune with the spirit, summoning it to them. I can't imagine what kind of spirit must have been summoned in the dank of that mine. Darkness on all sides. Only the slight flickering of that lamp. A great unknowable fear welled up within me. Those ancient monks knew too much, I think. They communed with their own dark desires too often. In that place I, too, faced my fears. The circumstance and research that led me to that point scarcely prepared me for what I faced. The Dweller in the Depths spoke to me. The Dweller in the Depths klingt wie ein Lovecraft-Monster. The Unfinished Tomb. Müssen wir hier rein? Ah ja, ja, stimmt. Da, wo vorher dieser Platzhalter war, ist jetzt Black Whirlwind. Das ist interessant. Aber jetzt habe ich beim Schwerterkampf wieder Fokus verloren, ne? Oder war es noch von den Fallen davor? Ich frage mich, ob hier eine Geheimtür ist. Aber wenn da eine ist, weiß ich nicht, wie ich sie öffne gerade. Was ist denn mit dieser Baby-Quest? Es ist... Ich habe ein paar Sachen über das Baby rausgefunden.
Please, bring me my baby!
Das ist eine nette Aussichtsplattform. What am I doing here? Ist hier richtig? The Nature of the Spirit, Volume 5. It is clear to me now what manner of creatures these spirits are, and it is also clear what their goals are. For all that their lives portray them to be, the celestial bureaucracy is nothing more than the subjugation of man by the eternal beings of that court. The Dweller has shown me many things, many dark and terrible truths I could not have seen before, but which are clear to me now. When I return, I know what they will say. The Emperor, the one closest to heaven, is their tool, their puppet. I know they will send him against me, fearing the power of my knowledge. Oh yes, I know. They will burn my works, but I must make copies, as the Dweller said, spreading my dark knowledge far enough that it will never be destroyed. Remember this, reader. To a spirit, any spirit, the life of a human is worthless. We are tools and toys for their amusement alone. Okay. Ich glaube, Julia schickt sich gerade an, das Haus zu verlassen. Julia? Gehst du jetzt los? Sie sagt noch nicht, warte. Na gut. Recessed hatch. This large tomb is marked with a simple carved blessing board. The dust around the tomb looks disturbed, but you see no way to open it at this time. Ganz ehrlich, weiß niemand von euch, wie diese Baby-Quest geht? Das ist... Ich habe den Eindruck, es ist vielleicht in einem Bereich des Friedhofs, wo ich noch nicht war, aber ich bin hier immer so ein bisschen... Ihr kennt ja meine Orientierung, ne? Ich habe den Eindruck, ich war jetzt überall schon. Gibt es noch irgendwo eine Abzweigung, die ich nicht genommen habe? Wir können nochmal zu Gravedigger Chen gehen und nochmal nach dem Baby fragen. Vielleicht habe ich irgendwas überlesen oder...
grave. Ah, Miss Chan. She died in childbirth, and
So.
she seems to think that I killed. That's valuable. Her baby. Not much.
It's in one of the plots
In one
there,
of the
I'm
plots
sure.
there,
You
I'm
can
sure
find it
you
if
can
you look.
find it if you look.
It was a long time ago, I don't even
was a
remember
long
what
ti-
its name was.
But
It was short, I know that,
I
definitely
know
less than
that,
3 words, but sorry, that's really all I
Anything
remember.
else you... is... What?
So nach dem Motto, ich muss anhand der Hinweise rausfinden, welchen Namen das Baby hat, und dann muss ich ihr das sagen, und wenn sie dann sieht, dass das Baby... Ja, fuck. Jesus. Wenn sie dann sieht, dass das Baby tot ist, dann... Mann, ey! Wird ohne Sound auch nicht unbedingt besser hier zu kämpfen. Dann akzeptiert sie das und dann ist gut, ja. Okay. Dass es hier keine vollständige Map gibt, ohne dass man hier hingeht. Hey, ne, ganz klar.
You cannot defeat my spirit!
So, dann speichere ich mal. Das ist wahrscheinlich Chantur. I think I know which grave belongs to your baby. Ja, hast recht, Taux. Danke dir.
Are you sure? I cannot read. Which one is he? This is him. My poor darling. Chantu.
Okay.
He is truly dead after all. I could not bring myself to believe it.
Wir müssen das hier mal ein bisschen abkürzen. Julia verlässt gerade das Haus und dann muss ich den Stream kurz unterbrechen. Insofern bin ich gleich wieder bei euch und dann geht's weiter mit Jade Empire. Bis gleich. So. Danke für eure Geduld. Und jetzt kann es weitergehen. Ja, und danke nochmal, Tarox. Das wäre ich jetzt wahrscheinlich eine Weile nicht drauf gekommen. Ich hätte gedacht, ich muss irgendwie tatsächlich die Überreste ihres Kindes finden, um sie zu überzeugen oder irgendwas in die Richtung. But no. So, damit sollten wir eigentlich den ganzen Friedhof gesäubert haben.
The grave digging business.
Moment. Haben wir nicht alle abgeschlossen jetzt? Ja, ja. Wo ist unser... Wir haben doch ein Journal, oder? Ja. Return to Shen and Shen is at peace. Return to Shen? Return to Shen. Ah, ich muss die einzelnen... Ah, alles klar, okay. Auf Steam, Olixon. Das ist die Steam-Version. Eigentlich unberührt bis darauf, dass wir die Jade Empire in Style-Mod drauf haben. Was ganz nett ist.
Well, that's a relief. Can't have her going off and trying to rip out my eyes or something every time I go around there. I need those eyes. Here's the reward I promised you.
Naja, also die...
Now, if you find any more, remember,
Gleich.
I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts. Venerated ancestors. Anything else you want to know about?
Also die ursprüngliche Version ist in 4:3. Die Steam-Version ist jetzt aber ungemoddet auf 16:9 ja, geupgradet worden. Was größtenteils okay funktioniert, bis auf die Shoot'em-up-Passagen. In den Shoot'em-up-Passagen endet halt die Welt links und rechts zu früh. Das heißt, du fliegst über den Ozean und links und rechts ist dann einfach schwarz. Oh well.
Well, that makes things easier on me for sure. Now I can start selling those old plots again. Next time I'll just throw the bones in the river and be done with it. Here's the... Now, if you find any...
Übrigens, da Olixon gerade hier ist, Olixon hat gerade oder baut gerade demnächst, ich weiß es nicht, für Tom eine Dreamcast um und dokumentiert, wie er das macht, und zwar mit einem Hammer. Wenn euch das interessiert, dann guckt mal bei Olixon vorbei. Ihr findet ihn... Wo findet man dich, Olixon? Kannst du ja mal schreiben. Heute 20 Uhr. Hier auf Twitch oder auf YouTube oder woanders. Auf Roku. Genau. Auf Twitch. Heute 20 Uhr. Guckt mal vorbei. Ja, der Dosi. So ist er. Ach, Dopes. Der Dosi. Und haben eigentlich in letzter Zeit alle mit deinem Namen Dani schon mit Dopes und jetzt Dosi. Irgendwann ist es Sidops. Der Dosi.
Good riddance. Hells, it was probably his old lady that offed him in the first place, and for good reason too, I bet. It's all just business to me, you understand? You know, you've done a lot of good here in the necropolis. You've managed to clear out pretty much all of the really troublesome spirits here. One spirit didn't stay here at all, though. Took up his body and left. Moved in with his son, I heard, and the son isn't pleased. He even asked me for a refund. Now that was an expensive burial. I can't give refunds like that. It's bad for business, too, having my customers getting up and walking away. That's where you come in. I need you to go to the tanners in the city core and put his father back in his grave once and for all. It's Tanner Fong. There'll be an extra big reward for that one. Is there anything else you need right now? Well...
Hat sich irgendwas an seinem Angebot verändert? Sieht nicht so aus, ne? Ja, wenn die Begleiter sowieso nicht so viel bringen, ich meine... Ich meine, ich schätze, sie dienen als Ablenkung. Das ist auch was wert.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
But your clothes are expensive and you speak like a noble.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
That doesn't explain why you're begging.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Did you even consider getting a job?
Ah, but I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me.
Fair enough, here's the silver. But there's no shame in begging?
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
We'll give you a silver if you'll explain this mad philosophy of yours.
I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however.
Fine, tell me.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
So you are begging in order to pay for drunken debauchery, all in service of becoming truly wise?
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way, but yes.
I think the pursuit of wisdom is noble. Here's a silver piece.
I thank you. It's not easy for one such as I. I have it far more difficult than the impoverished beggars of this city. Farewell.
That was weird. But fun. Yeah!
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth.
Wow, throwing shade.
Yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
What are you doing? Why attempt to insult me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
I asked for an explanation. Justify yourself or I will take offense.
Your beliefs are superficial and your culture is substandard.
There's no point to your insults. Defend your claims or cease this instant.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults. Someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Was für eine Logik. Explain yourself.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
The city hosts many visitors. Why is he so different?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Perhaps I can reason with this outlander.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand and then declares himself the winner.
Ich erinnere mich dunkel an die Questreihe. Questreihe, Quest.
He sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
I will teach him not to mock our culture.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
The Imperial City is beautiful, but you still have to be...
Music and the arts. Music and the other arts are vital parts of life in the Jade Empire. As with any truly civilized people, even the common man can enjoy the benefits of music in his daily life. Only the music of the Jade Empire itself truly satiates this primal urge. The lesser, more savage peoples that surround us know nothing of true culture, and their primitive beatings and wailing cannot touch the soul as truly as have the masterpieces of Water Swallow or the heart-wrenching tragedy of Falling Star. For this reason, if not others, it is our duty as a cultural people to bring civilization and joy of the arts to those less advanced and gifted societies.
Careful in certain areas.
Am Jade Empire Wesen soll die ganze Welt genesen. So, erstmal Level up. Ja, ich mach wieder Balanced. Obwohl. Rimapu! Hier irgendwo müsste die Schauspielquest sein. Wenn ich mich recht erinnere. Theaterquest. Aber ich weiß nicht mehr, wo man die startet. Ich schätze, wir werden es herausfinden. Well, hello there.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person.
Yes, very interesting.
Of course,
especially
I could tell
my
that just by looking
reproductive
at you.
organs.
You have a very strong presence.
You've changed again, Princess. Who are you now?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by
General
fox.
Kenobi.
Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Lee to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
They rightfully fear him. He is Sun Li, the glorious strategist.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Lee is the glorious strategist.
You didn't recognize him as family?
I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
I must get to the palace. What do I need to do?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
A golem factory like you described can't be small. What if we just identified it?
My father may have approved the factory without considering what it could be used for. If we just tell him my suspicions, he will dismiss them. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
I thought a number of them I would be spotted.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
How can this be done?
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
You know a lot about the Lotus Assassins. Why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
I will go see what I can learn in the Imperial Arena.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the assassins than he should be. I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
Why, Miss Silkfox, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? Travel with me now. Sky can go wait at the flyer.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Oh nein. No! Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Immerhin ist es noch nicht so schlimm wie in, wie hieß es? Ego Draconis. Fuck off, ich will nicht gegen euch kämpfen, ich will hier einfach nur raus. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Hä? What the... Das war bevor... Ach, Jesus. Fuck off, fuck off.
parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults. Someone who would command respect.
This place reminds me of expensive wine. Lots of flavor, but no kick.
Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence. As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by
Ich kann das nicht
fallen
überspringen.
servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. He would... A what?
So. Willkommen zurück.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar...
I want to talk about you. Why is this servant giving me a gift?
Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor.
I appreciated your gift.
I thank you for your courtesy. A woman always likes to hear when her gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
Then why take the risk?
Better that I give it away before Death's Hand carts it off. He has been quite brazen. Besides, it was mine by birthright to do with as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself.
Myself,
To be
a ninja.
myself, I gave you what I wished.
I thank you for the gift and the risk you took giving it.
Well, you're polite at least. Most nobles take gifts as a matter of
Willkommen
course,
zurück, Miss Cleo.
especially those from a woman. But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne, destined to rule the Empire after my father, but... that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to...
I wanna be where the people are.
Or perhaps convince my father that he should be emperor by marriage.
Your flower would only wither under such harsh conditions.
You forget yourself. You should not try so hard to flatter a princess. The attentions of royalty have their own price. In any case, I would never allow Death's Hand such liberty. I would bite my own tongue before allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation. I wish you luck.
Was hat Silk Fox eigentlich für eine Passive? You deal extra damage with martial styles. Aha, okay. The Physical Universe, a rebuttal. Scholar Xiao Xiang has once again missed the central point of the philosopher's argument. We do not wish to stall development, nor do we seek to stop people from learning. Philosophers see the work of the divine in the physical world, and oppose those who defy tradition only because they find those customs inconvenient or outdated. Learning and respect for the past need not be mutually exclusive. We seek only to learn in a way that does not dishonor the celestial beings that give us our very lives. Warum seid ihr jetzt gerade gespawnt?
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
Du kannst sie abstechen.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City. Legendary strike. Longsword.
Ich habe jetzt zwar nichts gesehen, aber ich nehme an, dass es funktioniert hat. Weil nämlich alle gestorben sind. Das war falsch. Configuration of the snake.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. Oh, that's...
Why do you mistrust the philosophers?
Don't get me wrong, I like most of the philosophers, but their strict adherence to aging traditions makes them very difficult to deal with. They're always preaching about peace and harmony. Really, we kill and subdue the creatures of this world in order that we can survive. Where's the peace in that? Can a man survive long enough without eating meat? What about the grains we use to make our bread, or the hides we use for any number of things? We consume constantly. Peace and harmony are wonderful ideals, but in nature only the strong survive, and they don't do it by being peaceful.
What is your lecture about?
I'm glad you asked. Today I will speak on my theories of cloud formation. That was my first major discovery, though it hasn't been widely accepted yet. The basic principles are really quite simple. I deduced after lengthy study that clouds are formed by the moisture escaping from our bodies. When the weather is cool, you can clearly see small clouds escaping from people's mouths. Similar clouds form on the skin of people working strenuously in the cold. These clouds of breath rise up and collect near the tallest peaks, where it is almost always cloudy. This was one of my finest discoveries.
That makes me moister than an oyster.
Oh.
The physical universe, the scholar's hypothesis. The To suggest that I, of all people, do not understand the significance or the importance of the celestial beings is preposterous. I pay my tributes at the temple because I honor those who gave us our minds and our curiosity. Philosopher Jiang ignores the crux of the problem by hiding behind his arguments of divine belief. The scholars have made some recent discoveries, such as the way in which clouds are formed. But the philosophers, led by Jiang, dismiss these theories without even hearing them out. How can we progress as a society if we refuse to accept new ideas and new concepts? The philosophers would have us cling to our traditions, even at the cost of our own prosperity.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know.
What sort of studies keep you so busy?
All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge. Not that you would understand such lofty matters.
Why don't you tell me more about the history of dramatic systems?
Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed, and that sort of thing.
Can you outline some of these systems for me?
Well, there's the new system, of course, but everyone knows that. Then we have the old system, which, as you may surmise, is no longer in use. That's a brief summary of my latest work, at any rate.
How have these systems changed?
Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see. An unwillingness to share all the information I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
What exactly is applied theology?
Well, it's the application of the study of theological things, isn't it? For instance, knowing about spirits and then finding a use for that knowledge.
Can you give me an example?
Well, no, not really. This is the study of applied theology, not the application of studied theology. That's something else entirely.
Celestial integration? You made that one up.
Celestial integration means just that. It's integrated, celestially. Thus, the relationship between the heavens and earth is one of integration and, celestial. It's a very advanced field of research. It would take several lifetimes to understand it properly, which is why my position as a scholar is so irrefutable.
Hallo Gurkenglas, halb voll. Ist das was... Alter, ist das leise? Ist das auf den Stream bezogen oder auf den Spielsound? Oder... Und wenn ja, nehmt ihr anderen das auch so wahr? Vielleicht mal kurz schreiben, bitte. Do you have any works I would have read?
Oh, I doubt it. You don't look the type for heavy reading.
Der Spielsound ist leise. Warum sagt das denn keiner? Oder habt ihr es gesagt und ich hab's überlesen?
Of course, none of my books are published yet, but as a scholar and a respected one, I will most certainly pen some marvelous books someday.
Wouldn't you have to have written several books to be a respected scholar?
Well, yes. Unless your theories are astoundingly brilliant, which is the case with me.
You're a creative Yukong, aren't you?
Of course not. I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know?
It was a pretty sad example of posing as a scholar.
You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good.
How did someone of your skill manage to con a noble anyway?
I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair. And if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath.
Do you have any proof that you're falsely accused?
You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man.
I think I'll help you instead of collecting a bounty.
We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here?
Yeah, sure.
The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away. But you have to help me by distracting him. Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
Citizen, I hear there is progress in the search for creative Yukon. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news. How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver jog your memory? What do you say?
Now that you mention extra silver, that's Yukon right there.
Look at that tart swinging her hips for that mercenary. I can't see how Yukon slipped past us. Did he bribe one of my agents somehow? Well, the Imperial Army has more silver than some confidence man, if you take my meaning.
What could he possibly offer me? He's gone and there's no point catching him.
Well, if you say so. Despite Lord Rento's insistence to the contrary, I doubt he was a master criminal. Perhaps I'll just declare Yukon's bounty a dead man. Of course, you've been busy, haven't you? Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants... that was her mistake.
Fuck the poor. The poor deserve your protection too.
Yes, yes, of course they do. And they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's your bounty, as we negotiated earlier. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. Of course.
So,
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though.
Who are you, old man, and why are
There
you
is
speaking to
another
me?
in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School.
What is this Aishi accused of?
She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire.
Like super genocide.
Murder, theft, and worse. Yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aishi the Mournful Blade.
How do you know where a criminal can be found?
I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this.
Oh. Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad.
We shouldn't let a criminal run free. Something tells me that there's more to this story than this man's telling us, though.
When
You think?
reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share.
Die Zeichen verdichten sich, dass wir eh mal zur Black Leopard School gehen sollten.
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them. In their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south.
Dumpi 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 dum. Dum bum ba ba dum.
Do you really think we'll find Second Brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't even want to be here. Second Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get some peace.
Never! Second Brother is devoted to Master Radiant. If anything, I suspect Master Smiling Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
What? You dare accuse Master Smiling Hawk?
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for Second Brother, not bicker like school children. Now get moving.
Once again, es ist nicht China, es ist das Jade Empire. Sie können sich gewisse künstlerische Freiheiten nehmen. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob es in unserem China Leoparden gibt.
Brute force is not always the best way to win a battle.
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can
Ich frage mich, welche beiden konkurrierenden Philosophien an dieser Stelle aufeinandertreffen.
I'll show you. Hey you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here or we'll throw you out!
I'm just visiting. Please let me pass.
Ha! You sound like my weakling friend over here. Oh, please let me pass? No. Now, how about you just turn yourself around before you get hurt?
How about you let me pass?
You don't hear so well, do you? Maybe we'll just have to show you what we mean. Come on, let's teach our visitor some respect.
Longsword.
Kann nicht sehen. Silk Fox is sitting this one out. Offensichtlich. Mein Kung Fu ist stärker als Kung Fu. Ja, es war gerade eindeutig der Konflikt jüdische Volksfront gegen Volksfront von Judäa. Hey, leave our noses alone. If you want to fight, you can fight me.
Third brother, that is no way to treat a guest.
This guest just attacked our novices. Nope. And you're just going to look the other way? You are just like Master Radiant. Weak and...
Enough. Leave us, third brother, before you disgrace the school and yourself. And take these novices with you.
Yes, first brother, I apologize for my outburst. Ich frage mich, ob das noch Konsequenzen nach sich ziehen wird. Go on, you louts. You'll be scrubbing the dining room floors for your part in this little altercation.
I'm very sorry about that. We are not accustomed to having visitors. My name is First Brother Kai. Welcome to the Black Leopard School.
And you're someone who can transform into an elephant. Please don't hurt me. Greetings, I apologize if I caused any problems.
No, nothing more than usual. Normally this kind of thing would never happen. Fortunately, you seemed more than capable of handling the situation. In all my years, I've never seen anyone but a master with skills like yours.
Only a master can transform into an elephant.
Ask, but would you be interested in joining our school? It would be an honor to have someone of your skill.
Why would I want to join your school?
Well, it's obvious that you can fight, and I assume you want to.
Then why should I go
like
to
all
school?
fighters do. Even someone of your skill could find a challenge or two here. The school provides a safe place to practice against different opponents with different styles. You'll no doubt catch the eye of one of the masters. They know unique styles and would likely teach you, if you impress them.
Yes, I think I'd like to join the school.
Excellent. I must speak with the masters on your behalf. They are the final judge of such matters. Wait here.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt
Good
me.
news. Master Radiant agreed to let you join. A rare honor indeed. In fact, he would like to meet with you once you have proven yourself.
Moment.
First,
Lässt
however,
mich erst
Master
beitreten.
Radiant wants to ensure
Dann
that your fight
soll
against
ich
the
mich
novices
beweisen,
was
dann
not
will er
just
mich
luck.
treffen.
You
Okay.
must now defeat each of the brothers here at the school.
That sounds reasonable.
Good. A positive attitude will win you many fights before you even begin. You have proven you can defeat our novices. Now you must prove yourself against the brothers. The brothers have trained long and are second only in skill to the masters.
Und natürlich der Bikini-Wettbewerb.
Sixth brother is the least skilled, so you will start with him. Work your way to third brother. If you succeed against him, you will then challenge me.
What about second brother?
Second brother is not here. For now, you must face only third brother and myself, after you've defeated the other brothers. I must be honest with you. I believe Master Radiant has a plan in allowing you to join us. As you may have heard, there are 2 masters at this school. Master Radiant and I have tried for some time to temper Master Smiling Hawk's ways. He is cunning and ruthless, and has little regard for students. Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new, and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous man.
Why does Master Radiant tolerate him?
It is complicated. If you prove yourself, I'm sure that Master Radiant will be more than happy to explain it to you. For now, be careful and focus on defeating the brothers. Start with sixth brother and ask him to fight with you. I'm sure he'll be eager. Once you've defeated all the brothers, come and see me. Good luck.
Als nächstes der Bauchredner-Wettbewerb. Black Leopard Style. Xiao Hao grew up in a small fishing village in the south. His uncle was a great warrior, but he died when Xiao Hao was quite young. The young man longed to learn the ways of his uncle, but his parents did not want him to get involved in such a dangerous life. Despite their caution, Xiao Hao used his uncle's incomplete journals and notes to teach himself how to fight, eventually creating his own techniques to fill in the blanks. His new style was eventually called Black and Leopard Style, and it was one of the most formidable styles of his time. Ich meine, ich könnte auch Zhu Hao sagen.
The mournful blade. And if you are another hunter come to claim my head, I suggest you turn around and walk away. That one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more sense.
An old man told me you had a story to tell.
I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting will end with one of our deaths.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
So be it. You're not what I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it.
Let's hear this tale of yours.
Do you know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aishi, the mournful blade?
Why don't you tell me in your own words?
In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse.
A super murderer.
I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like this, but I remember all too well how my descent began.
Jetzt kommt irgend so eine Incel-Geschichte. Ich weiß es.
My
What
father
happened?
died when I was still a girl, and with him gone, I felt no sense of direction. I had no other family to turn to, and so I was alone.
Incel.
I met a boy.
Hmm.
He was a natural leader.
Mhm.
He had drive and direction.
Yep.
I was in love.
But he didn't want you.
He used to enjoy tormenting the children of our village, and I thought it was all fun. Then, one day...
Go on, what happened?
He pushed a young boy into the river outside of town. It was fast moving and would have swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a rock.
That's terrible. Why would he do such a thing?
Why, indeed. In the intervening years, I've come to believe that it was more than simple horseplay. There was a gleam in my young man's eye that I cannot forget.
It made me so
The child
moist.
screamed for help. His cries were shrill with terror, for he could not swim. I moved to help him, but I felt a hand on my arm. The boy I loved turned to me and said, "If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we have done. We have to let him go." Something in his voice. I believed him.
What happened to the child?
That poor child was swept away in the current and was found dead downriver days later. We never told anyone what we had done, but I could never forget. If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we've done. We have to let him go. Simple words, but they still echo in my head even now.
Yes, these words still echo in my head.
Nights are worse.
Baby shark do
can't
do do
sleep
do
for the
do do.
screams of
Baby
that boy
shark
as
do
he
do
washed
do do
away.
do do.
I still
Baby
hear
shark
them
do
to this
do do
day.
do do do. Baby shark. Who was this boy that stopped you?
I have followed his life since that day, as I descended into my world and he climbed the ranks in the Imperial Army. That is why I have come here now. I am tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I did, but has never felt a moment's remorse for his part in that day. If you came here because of the rich reward on my head, you may even know him. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I must make him pay for that boy's life.
Also wir sollen jetzt einem Mörder helfen, einen anderen Mörder zur Strecke zu bringen und... Jesus. Das... Captain San was the young man you were in love with?
You know him, clearly. Until now, I wasn't sure how I would approach him, but you may have provided the answer. If you help me, I know how I can reach Sin. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, you shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in my final murder.
Touching story. Really, it was. Sadly, it's also over. Time to die. Why do you care about this? Aren't you a heartless criminal?
They do not call me the mournful blade because I enjoy what I do. Years
No, I
of
slaughter
remembering
very
the first
reluctantly.
time I let it go have caused me to develop a conscience. Why else ask this boon of you? One last chance to do something right.
By murdering.
Before one of the hunters finally catches me.
I'm going to take it to Sandra, see how you react. Let's
go write an ending to my tale.
What is the meaning of this?
Hello, my love. Or should I call you by your rank now, Captain Sin? Surely it's been a very long time.
Aishi, what are you doing here? You're a wanted criminal. You can't be here.
Do you deserve to be standing here any more than her, Captain?
It's time I paid for my crimes.
Well, it's good to see our new bounty hunter was able to bring you in. Frankly, Aishi, I thought you'd fight to the death. You were this weak.
No, I was weak. Otherwise, I would have ignored you by the river. I'm going to pay for my crimes, but there's one thing I have to do first. I have to kill you.
What? No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of me, Captain.
Sparkle,
Don't
sparkle.
order them to their deaths. I already owe you 1 lifetime of pain. Do not bring more than that upon yourself.
She's mad! She means to kill me! You! Protect me! I'll double the bounty!
Das ergibt zwar an der Stelle keinen Sinn, aber okay.
Damn you both! You're both going to waste away between worlds! I'll make sure the underworld won't take your rotting corpses!
Sin is dead. Dead like that poor boy we let wash away. I should have made him suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched 1,000 lives with my crimes, and yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Face me now and grant me an honor. No, there is no honor left for me. Just grant me an end.
Not really, but let's just do it.
You can't be the one to let Aishi the Mournful Blade walk free. That would cast undeserved suspicion upon you, and that crime I will not commit. Face me, and let this battle be glorious enough that the city will talk of it for generations.
Ja, die Frau gerade im Hintergrund hat sich's anders überlegt. Ja, Honorable Death, 2 gegen 1. Honorable Death gegen einen Toddemon! Mein ganzes Leben habe ich nur darauf gewartet, die richtige Kröte zu treffen, die mir einen ehrenhaften Tod beschert. Irse! Irse! Well, that happened. You didn't see nothing!
This gateway isn't as busy as it used to be. People are skittish about traveling.
I hoped it would end this way. She may have found some peace.
Warum sind meine Nippel im Fokus?
Here, take this. It's something Aishi would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded.
Who are you?
Aishi the Mournful Blade was my daughter.
Why did you tell me she was in the Imperial City?
My daughter's life was nothing but pain. Her crimes were a way to forget for a while. I think she must have found some peace now, and I can finally rest. It has been too long since I turned away from the Water Dragon's embrace.
Oh mein Gott, das ist Final Fantasy X all over again. There goes, why haven't you gone mad? Who says I haven't? Ja! Löst sich auf.
Some things are stronger than anger, Spirit Monk. Love is one of them.
The love for watching your own daughter get killed by a toad, for example. How can you not have gone mad?
I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now. Every ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair.
What will you do next? I'm going to Disney World!
I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair and anger.
Through the fire and the
I have
flames.
some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
I touch the fire and it freezes me. Gem of Unity. Ah, wie Gem of Solidarity, bloß besser. So wie Brilliant Gem of Balance, nur schlechter. Es gibt auch noch The Silver Tongue, aber den haben wir noch nicht gefunden. Tschüss, Dopsy, danke, dass du da warst. Bis bald. Ich weiß noch nicht, wann ich das nächste Mal streame. Wir werden sehen. Danke, dass du da warst. Wir machen auch nicht mehr so lange, davon mal ganz abgesehen. Ich überlege, wir sind jetzt bei 3 Stunden. Vielleicht wäre jetzt ein guter Zeitpunkt, um aufzuhören. Dann können wir das nächste Mal mit der Black Leopard School anfangen. Ist vielleicht gar nicht so schlecht. Würde ich sagen, speichern wir hier. Und Dopsy hat nochmal einen Linkshotgun abgefeuert. Vielen lieben Dank dafür, Dosi. Dort habt ihr die Möglichkeit, diesem Kanal hier auf mehrere Arten zu folgen. Erstens, ihr könnt einen Follow hier lassen. So kriegt ihr mit, wann ich streame. Kostet euch überhaupt nichts und hilft mir unheimlich und motiviert mich sehr. Würde mich also sehr, sehr freuen. Andererseits könnt ihr meinem Twitter-Kanal folgen. Dort schreibe ich Sachen, die den Stream angehen. Ihr könnt auf unseren wundervollen Discord-Server kommen, wo wir uns miteinander unterhalten. Wir machen Spielevorschläge, quatschen lustiges Zeug und einer von uns hat sogar einen eigenen Modekanal bekommen. Just saying. Darüber hinaus findet ihr dort den Kanal Time to 3 auf YouTube, auf dem meine Streams archiviert werden. Dort gibt es aber auch Archive von Mats von der Super Kreuzburg und den Kollegen von Hooked, Tom und Robin. Ja, guckt mal vorbei. Hooked und die Super Kreuzburg sind überhaupt tolle Anlaufstellen, also guckt auch mal da vorbei für tollen Content. Darüber hinaus, wenn euch der Content hier gefällt und ihr sagt, Mensch, so viel Unterhaltung und kostet überhaupt kein Geld, das ist so nicht richtig, dann habt ihr die Möglichkeit, mich zu unterstützen, entweder durch ein Abo hier auf Twitch oder ihr könntet mal auf die Patreon-Seite gehen und gucken, ob ihr vielleicht eine Patreon-Spende da lassen wollt. Wir haben auch Stretch Goals, das eine ist zumindest in erreichbarer Nähe momentan, das nächste, also guckt doch vielleicht mal da vorbei. Ansonsten hoffe ich, ihr hattet heute Spaß, wünsche euch noch einen schönen restlichen Sonntag und einen guten Start in die neue Woche. Ich weiß noch nicht, wann ich das nächste Mal streame. Ich habe diese Woche Frühschicht, also sollte es prinzipiell möglich sein. Ja. Ja. Ich weiß noch nicht. Ich weiß vor allem noch nicht, was wir streamen. Ich habe mir in letzter Zeit, dank der Patreon-Spenden, ziemlich viele Spiele zugelegt, die wir mal prinzipiell streamen könnten. So teilweise vielleicht für ein One-Off geeignet, teilweise auch so vorzustellen. Ich spiele zurzeit ein Spiel, was ganz interessant ist. Das ist so ein bisschen der geistige Nachfolger von einem Flash-Spiel, was ich vor 10, 15 Jahren extrem viel gespielt habe. Und was jetzt einen sehr netten geistigen Nachfolger bekommen hat. Vielleicht stelle ich sowas mal vor. Wir könnten Darkest Dungeon weiterspielen, sehr richtig. Whatever. Vielen lieben Dank euch und macht euch noch einen schönen Sonntag und habt einen schönen Start in die neue Woche. Wir sehen uns bald wieder. Bis dahin. Tschüss.